Hello, everyone, and welcome back. If you do not know me, my name is Paula. I am a certified life coach, speaker, author, and founder of Beautifully Made, and I want to welcome you back. Welcome to my YouTube channel family. Welcome to my podcast family. I'm so excited to be back on with you all. I'm so excited to just have this opportunity to just talk with you a little bit. So it's been about, I don't know, 3 weeks or so since I've uploaded to my channel, since I've uploaded to my podcast. And I just want to come on here and give you guys a little bit of a life update. So from the title, you can see that I did contract COVID-19. And I just want to kind of share my story with you all and just really encourage you as God has really been encouraging me and ministering to me during this time. So just to give you guys a little bit of overview as to how I found out I had COVID and all of that. So on August 25th, which was a Wednesday, I woke up that morning and I had like body aches. I just felt so bad. But I did not think that I contracted the virus. Like, that was not the first thing that came to my mind, honestly. I just felt like, well, maybe I'm just getting sick, right? And a couple of days had passed from that time, and I decided, okay, let me go ahead and just, go get a COVID test complete. That was that following Friday. That following Sunday rolls around and I end up in urgent care. I was just feeling so bad, and I really felt God leading me to go to urgent care. And I'm glad that I went because they also did a COVID test. And then the next day, on that Monday, both of my tests came back, the one that I got at urgent care and the one that I did a few days before. And they both came back positive. And I was a little thrown. I was shocked, and I was just, in that space of like, oh my gosh, Paula, how could you let yourself contract this virus, right? And let me just pause right here and say that I have always, taken precautions and things from day one, wearing my mask and not really being in large crowds of people, social distancing, all of that. But I believe that I contracted the virus from a family gathering. And I don't know that to be 1,000% sure, but that is my belief. So moving on. Okay, so I get that positive result, and now we're just in the mode of going through this. And I have to say that it was definitely a journey that I was not prepared for. I wasn't really, excuse me, I just wasn't prepared for it, right? When it comes to being sick, that can affect everybody's body differently. And COVID is no exception to that. And so, I just kind of had to go through it. And I had moments where I had difficulty breathing, and my body was aching, and I didn't have any energy, and it was hard for me to do anything. And, the isolation part of it was a whole nother thing. And I really had to lean on God, and I had to, lean on the people that were calling and texting and checking on me. And just knowing that there were people, that wanted to make sure that I was okay. And so literally, kind of like every day from the time I tested positive, I'm talking to multiple people a day. And that was really helpful for me because I don't have another person in my home. I don't even have like, any type of animal or whatever, so the isolation was just so real. Like it was just so real. And I felt, just alone. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, this is just this is so isolating. Like it's so isolating, it's so lonely, but I knew that I had to just like push through, day by day, just keep pushing, and on day 12 of quarantine for me, I went and got another COVID test done. And that COVID test came back the next day and came back negative. However, I knew that something still wasn't right as it related to just my breathing and my chest, just kind of stuff just not feeling right. Okay, you kind of, when you know your body, when something's just not right. So that was, let's see, I'm recording this on a Monday. So that was not yesterday, but a week from yesterday, okay? A week from Sunday. Oh, I don't know the date. But anyway, so that's when I got the retest, and last Monday, so a week from today of me recording this, is when the test came back negative. However, like I said, I just felt like something still wasn't all the way together. So I decided to go and go to the doctor, and I did that on Wednesday, and just explaining my difficulty breathing and all of that. And they did do a chest x-ray, and they did find a slight case of pneumonia. So that is where I am right now, on antibiotics, and still using my inhaler and all of that. So that's where we are today at the time of this recording, which is September 13th. But what I really wanted to come on here to do is not just to give you all an update, because I've been gone for some weeks, but I wanted to really encourage you all, because one of the things that God spoke to me is God said, time is not a right. Time is a privilege. It's not guaranteed. It's something that is granted. So every time we wake up, every day that we are able to open our eyes to a new day is God granting us time. It's God saying, hey, here's another chance. Here's another opportunity for you to move forward in what I've called you to do. And I know that in comparison to a lot of people that have, contracted the virus and everything, there are plenty of people that did not make it out of that. There are plenty of people that are no longer with us after contracting this virus. And I know that, in comparison to those people, I probably have a mild case, right? But God still was able to show me that it could have gone left at any point. It could have been a different way. It could have been a different story. But God chose. He chose to give me another opportunity. There's a scripture that I read, and I can't remember it right now, so I'll just put it on the screen, or I'll put it in the description for you. But basically, God said, you didn't choose me, I chose you. And I've appointed you to bear much fruit that is everlasting. And it is through that scripture that God was kind of ministering to me about, just time. And also with that, just being about my Father's business. I was reading the story of Jesus when he was a boy, and he was in the temple, learning from the leaders and asking questions of different things. And his mother and his father, they all were supposed to be headed home, right? And they realize, wait a minute, where's Jesus? And they find him in the temple, and they're like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? Like, we've been frantically looking for you. And he said, why are you looking for me? I have to be about my Father's business. And so I just want to encourage you to not take advantage of the time that God has given to you, because it is not promised. It's not promised to you. It's not promised to me. It's not. It's, God does not look at somebody and say, well, I'm just going to give you all of the time, in the world that you need to get it together. I'm going to give you all the time that you need to do what I've called you to do. It doesn't work like that. At any moment, everything can change. Everything can shift. And so I just want to encourage you, as I encourage myself and as I push myself to do what God has called you to do, without the fear, without the timidity, without the anxiety. And here's the thing, you may be feeling fearful and anxious and timid. If we tell the truth, you may be feeling that way, but don't allow the feelings to stop you, because God has put something in you that the world needs. God has put something in you that somebody who is lost, they need that. They need that. You have purpose. You have a reason for being here, or else you wouldn't be here. God doesn't make mistakes. He's not in the business of creating something that does not hold any type of value. Whatever God created, He created it with purpose. Whatever God creates, He creates with purpose. Whatever God gives you, He gives it to you with a purpose. So the ideas that you have, the dreams, the aspirations that you have, that God has deposited into you, is for a purpose. And I know that it can be a little hard sometimes, because we don't see the end result. We don't see tomorrow. All we see is right now. All we see is what's in front of us. And we have to move forward. Regardless of anything else or anyone else, we have to move forward. We have to make our lives about our Father's business. So that's all I wanted to come on and just share with you all. I am still recovering and everything, but I'm back. I'm here, and I can't allow myself to just sit here and not come on and share with you guys and encourage you like I do every single week. So I hope and pray that this was a blessing to you. I hope and pray that it truly encouraged you. And I hope that you feel inspired and motivated to take advantage of what God has given you, because I'm telling you, time is not a right. It is not guaranteed. It is a privilege. It is granted to us. And so I want you to go and get the journals that you've put away, get the ideas that you've put away, whatever it is. Go get it, go grab it, go begin to write, begin to ask God to stir up the creativity within you so that you can produce and that you can multiply as God has called us to multiply. All right, so thank you all so much for tuning in. Make sure you are subscribed, make sure you share this, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.